Guys, we've been really slacking on the skits for the latest episodes of Lads Discuss Death Battle, and given the next time that we're going to talk about, so many meme potentials. I'm debating Think Mark?
Why do I have to think about it?
Wait, what? Your name's Mark?
Yes.
Since when?
Since always.
You telling me we've known each other for so long I've only just now learned your name is Mark?
You're a bad friend.
Hey, everyone, look on this side. I don't even know what Sean's real name is.
What?
This meme of the day brought to you by Tanjiro vs Jonathan. I don't fucking care. Thor vs Vegeta. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Brought to you.
Of course, you had to bring up Moist Critical quote.
Hey, listen, that man makes me moist when I watch him. Anyway, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest episode of Lads Discuss Death Battle. Joined with me is your only mate.
Hello.
And as well as Sean.
It's good to be back.
And old school co-host who Lads Discuss Death Battle, Saber King.
Tell me, what is a god to a king?
I don't know, shrimp. But
I was
anyway,
kind of hoping your only mate would finish that sentence.
yeah,
Now I'm hungry. Thanks, guys.
For a man that
You
loves
also
to...
just kind of butchered the quote.
Oh, mate, you don't have to be as smart as every time someone gets a quote slightly wrong.
Although, to be fair to Bill, mate, you did steal his thunder last discussion.
Ah, nice. Alright then, so yes, we are going to be talking about Thor versus Vegeta, and the next time, no third topic today because we got a guest on, and let's just say me and him are pretty excited about the next time. Fight me haters. Before we do get to the topic though, I thought, I brought up 3 comments of our last few episodes, which, some were pretty funny and some were pretty interesting. So, first one, our meme of the day champion, Yang the Insane. This is commenting on the fact, you brought up at one point how Death Battle overused a certain joke like Queen Bitch or something like that. Yang the Insane says, of all people to complain about overused jokes. I can't lie that I kind of agree with that, mate.
Wasn't that in the live chat?
I mean, yeah, but not many comments under the actual video.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
But, no, to be fair though, I don't see anything wrong with, I kind of get, it can come off as a bit hypocritical, but there are some jokes you can overuse and it still be funny. The joke mate just didn't like just wasn't one of them. And to be fair,
Only subjective, I just didn't like the joke.
And plus, to be honest, mate makes funnier jokes than Death Battle. Fight me. And
Pretty sure we all make funnier jokes than Death Battle.
well, us
That might
three,
be
not you,
debatable.
Richard.
You don't know my humor.
I do know. We did a whole season of Lads Discuss Death Battle.
I had to
My
listen to
humor
that
has
humor.
evolved.
So, anyway, next comment. Reaper, with no E between the P and O, it's just a capital R at the end. I find it funny how this comes out half an hour before Nemesis and Biff Weed's review of the episode. I have watched some of their videos, and, I feel like I wanted to kind of address this, because someone in our live chat was kind of giving this idea that we hate Nemesis and Biff. We don't hate them. They're just not. Their content's just not something we're interested in. We have nothing personal against them. We just don't find a lot of their jokes and videos funny. I'm sure they probably feel mutual.
Also, like the schedule thing, like that's not intentional at all. Honestly, we just they'll just post it once it's done, and he waits a couple days.
Yeah, I did try and when I started doing edits again, I did always try and find a good time to release them. But of course, with me doing my other videos and working on other projects behind the scenes, I just usually just try and get them up the moment it's finished. The moment it's exported, I'm like, right, set release date and stuff like that. Nemesis and Biff, they only focus mainly on Death Battle reviews, so I think that's why they've had a more consistent schedule than we do. So, you know, that's just how it is. It's just a convenience or a coincidence.
Although Biff is fun to play Among Us with.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
I'll
just say I've tried watching some of the videos and I'm just like, this isn't for me. Bye.
Yeah. I think someone on Discord got really mad when I said in a previous episode that I don't find not Death Battle funny. I don't know why people always get mad if you just don't find something funny. Like, I've said jokes that none of these guys are laughed at, and like, who fucking cares? Final comment from our good old viewer who's been watching Lads Discuss Death Battle, I think since I first started it, Starshock. And this is about the God debate we were having. Some folks love to argue multiversal Pokemon without Arceus, so I'm hardly surprised. That's kind of true. Many people say like Mewtwo, Groudon, and Kyogre are like multi-universal. I'm not sure how much I buy that. Like, I could believe Pokemon.
I don't buy that. I think it might just be like scaling like the numbered stats the Pokemon have.
Don't get me wrong.
That's kind of a grey territory for me.
I could see Mewtwo being like maybe planet level, or at the very least close to solar system level, but I don't think he's that, high buff. In
one of the Pokemon mystery dungeons, in his in its mega form, it did have the capability of stopping like a blast that nearly destroyed a solar system. So I can say maybe Mega Mewtwo is pretty powerful. I think the problem with Arceus, though, especially now when it was revealed that technically the Arceus you capture is not even the full power, it's just an avatar.
That's just a... Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
What you're saying is it's not even its final form.
Yo, can you imagine there'll be a Pokemon game where we do capture the full power of Arceus?
Well, then the game is broken at that point.
Yeah, it's just like, I can control all of reality. Then how come you're trapped in this Pokeball? Because he used a Master Ball.
Because I choose to be in this ball.
He gives me tasty berries.
To be fair, I feel like any Pokemon would be like I don't know. I'm picturing Giratina as like, I will never submit to a child. Oranberry, I will fight and die for you, Trainer Joey.
You know what? Have you guys ever seen the Family Guy remake of the Star Wars movies?
I have,
yes.
And honestly,
there's a scene exactly like that, and it's a trap.
Yeah, one of the Ewoks becomes Lois's friend after she offers it food. I will do anything you say!
Yeah, never a fan of those parodies. As a kid, I loved them. As an adult, yeah, that humor's a bit...
First one holds up pretty good. Second two, yeah, that's...
Okay, Herbert the pervert being Obi-Wan Kenobi is genius. But anyway, we're not here to talk about... We're not here to talk about a pervert being Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're here to talk about the latest episode, Thor vs. Vegeta. So, Thor vs. Vegeta, and unfortunately, me and mate are wrong, and Vegeta got his head crushed.
I honestly don't care. I just wanted a cool fight, and that's exactly what I got, because, oh my god, this episode is so good.
Oh, Sean freaking rub it in with the gifs.
Hey, I was the only one from this podcast to pick Thor.
What?
I deserve at least a little bit of credit.
Do you know what? The lads have been doing bad with our bets lately. Like, man, last season we were actually getting pretty good early on, and it started slipping like midway. Then we got back to good calls.
By my count, I am at 3-1 this season.
I know, but man, like it's so like diverse. It's like, man, we were pretty much spot on last few episodes. I wonder what happened.
Now what happens?
Everyone makes mistakes. That's why they put rubbers on pencils.
Ooh, yeah.
Well,
we call them erasers here in America.
I'm not going to delete a Death Battle podcast and just re-upload it and do some like Microsoft Sam voice saying we're going with Thor.
Yeah, that'd be so disingenuous, but
yeah, well, we're not like that.
I think one of the big things, like when I was watching this the first time, was the way they made it seem like Vegeta actually was going to win with that fake out towards the end.
that was a fantastic fake out.
They've done some good fake outs lately.
Yeah.
It's like I mentioned this. I think it was for Madara vs. Aizen, where like the track kind of slows down to make it seem like the end. They do that exact same thing here too.
Yeah.
That's probably a Brandon thing.
No, it's subtle. I like it.
One of the like overall though, the analysis was fun. We got Dummy back after we requested it way back when.
Oh yeah,
he immediately died.
He dies. He's on for like less than a minute, less than 30 seconds, just to get blown up. He had no funny lines. He had no lines.
Fair, we learned 2 new things about Boomstick this episode. 1, he could do Nappa breath. And 2, he's worthy of wielding Mjolnir.
That is very...
I call bullshit on that last one.
Well, to be fair though, Venom's worthy to wield Thor's hammer, so at this point, who isn't?
Me.
If Venom and Boomstick are, I'm pretty sure we're all worthy. Well, maybe
Also,
not
if we're
me.
going by reactions, I'm worthy.
Yeah,
Having a toy doesn't count.
I will say though, it was kind of cool also in like
That
one of
ain't
the
no
Black
toy.
Bars. They brought up an actual thing about Norse mythology, which I thought was pretty cool. Like why the handle was so short. Like that.
And we also...
Go ahead. I was gonna say, because the story goes, Loki was just messing with the dwarves. The dwarves got irritated, so they made the handle short on purpose because of like they thought Loki was Thor.
Ah, that's nice.
The mischievous scamp.
We also got Thor's other weapon that is kind of a deep cut.
Yeah, literally.
And it lasted how long?
In the boards, it lasted quite a while, but in the actual finished animation, about a couple seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
love
didn't-
how
it
they make
didn't
such a
do
big
much.
deal out of it in the analysis, and we already know from the animation preview that it's gonna get destroyed.
It's
I
just,
guess
it's
to be
literally
fair,
just an
not-
axe.
I think to be fair though, as well, compared to like the views, the caskets, compared to like the actual episodes, a lot of people probably didn't see it coming.
True.
Yeah.
There were some things I actually did learn about Vegeta. I was a bit surprised by. Like, I was aware of the Ultra Ego, but I didn't know he could also use instant transmission. But it seems as though he's not as good with it as Goku is. He seems like it did take a lot of energy out of him in the bit they showed. So hence why he could only use it sparingly.
Yeah, no. Quick story. He went to planet Yardrat, trained, learned Spirit Vision, had to get back to Earth quickly, so he learned instant transmission, and it took him a few tries, but he got it. But then he said, "All right, that's it. I'm not using this anymore."
Yeah,
And I think there's a black box about it as well.
Yeah.
He is also a very short boy.
We're all taller than Vegeta. How sad is this for him?
I know, right? But he could destroy a planet, so who's the real winner?
I mean, technically, he could destroy a universe. So.
I mean, yeah. But if we're just talking about just like Dragon Ball Z early days, it's like we may be taller than the man, but oh my goodness, I loved in the analysis when it said his age, and it was like so close to 69.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
I forgot that Vegeta. I sometimes tend to forget Goku is way younger than Vegeta.
I found the black box.
Oh yeah?
It says, while Vegeta has technically learned instant transmission, he has not mastered it and does not rely on it in battle, similar to Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This is true.
It was also pretty dope. I don't get the reference, but apparently there's a reference in Thor's like dislikes. Like his biggest foe is someone called Noob Master 69.
That's a reference to Endgame.
Yes, come on, Sean.
I didn't watch Endgame.
he's not hip with the
Oh my
kids.
God.
I was too busy
Apparently.
working, and Paige didn't want to go see it.
Wow.
Yo, Sean, the MCU is pretty chill. Maybe you can like watch it or something.
Or maybe I can just.
Richard got
whatever
that.
he's
He got the
doing.
reference.
Oh, very funny.
Oh,
So
I will.
that was
Sorry,
a
go ahead.
nice reference. That was a nice reference for them to go with, honestly.
Oh yeah. I will say it was very nice to see them give things to Vegeta and Thor that they never did in the past, and I'm normally not a fan of reused analyses, but they did a good job here. And I will admit, there were some funny bits. So,
the analysis was pretty
kudos.
comedic.
Also,
Yeah, and
I was watching the commentary, and I think it was Liam who brought this up, that I found like a bunch of people talking, like anytime Thor is addressed on Death Battle, whether it's like his own episodes or scaling, the numbers just get progressively bigger and bigger and bigger.
it's funny you say that because... Oh, sorry, go ahead. Funny you say that because I have a comic friend nerd who actually said he did not like how they lowballed Thor's Galactus analysis, and he wished they would have highballed it a little more. But then it's kind of counterintuitive because then the gap is just even more wider for Vegeta not to reach.
I mean, they said that Galactus could threaten the infinite multiverse just as a side effect of his fights.
Yes, but there was more to it than that, than just
I
that.
think that's all that's really needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Exactly.
But I don't
Probably
think
get into like the higher end
I don't
stuff when
think
they have him
Thor's
fight
ever
Unicron.
I don't think Thor's ever fought Galactus on that level, though. Like, because theoretically, Galactus could just end the universe all the heroes reside in.
Right. I forgot. Bill, you actually were saying that you disagree with this episode.
Yeah, so I guess if we're moving on to the fight now, I'm not sure I completely buy that Vegeta loses. But in saying that, though, I agree with mate. This episode was probably the best episode this season. So far.
Oh, hell yeah.
Until a certain Banther arrives.
I'm actually Bill's gonna love this, but I'm actually gonna be a diet can of Jaru today and just say that I liked this episode, but I didn't love it, if that makes any sense.
That's basically how I was about the last episode.
The episode was really good, though. The fight choreography was great. Lanny killed it as Vegeta, as always. Like, it's not a surprise at this point.
Dude, can we
It was
just
nice they
like...
brought him back.
Can we just say that Lanny has one of the best Final Flash shouts I've ever heard in anything ever?
Yeah, I think every episode had
Like, Jesus Christ!
They're pushing the voice acting hard this season.
I didn't think anything was going to top Jonathan's overdrive on the last episode.
But leave it to Lanny. But we must not discount Thor's actor, who this is his third time in Death Battle. His second time returning as Thor, and he also played Jiraiya in Jiraiya vs. Roshi.
Yes.
Wait, no, that wasn't the same guy.
It wasn't?
Yeah, what?
No, Jiraiya was Stephen Kelly.
This is Mr. Jonah Scott reprising his role as Thor, and he did such a fantastic job as Thor.
I would say this was his best performance.
I mean, to be honest, I know this might get completely shot, but he was good. I think he was just as good as he was in Thor versus Wonder Woman, really. I definitely think his I do think his Heaven's Wrath was much better in this one than it was in Thor versus Wonder Woman.
No, sorry, he was Jiraiya. I was thinking of Gamma Boomsa.
It's a shame he hasn't been on 4 Death Battle episodes, so I say, oh, this is his 4th episode.
Boo!
I will say this. I definitely, I don't know about you, the lads, but there was a lot of people who were saying this could be the Goku Black and Reverse Flash this season. This particular episode.
Yeah.
I didn't see it like that.
I actually bring this up, man. Dragon Ball has had such an unlucky round in Death Battle.
They had a 6-year-long winning streak.
But their best characters are losing. Goku and Vegeta.
Are you gonna say Majin Buu was the best character?
He's pretty good as well. I like Kid Buu. I know the Dragon Ball community don't consider him as good as Perfect Cell,
this way.
but he's a cool villain.
Hey, look at it this way. Vegeta at least has more wins than Goku does.
That's true. Even on DBX.
God. Even if we count it, then yeah.
Also, fun fact. Bill, you mentioned, it's a shame this wasn't his 4th episode. It is Lanny's.
Wait, really? Oh yeah, because he was in Goku vs Superman as a cameo, where referencing Shadow.
And he was also he was also in Megazord vs Voltron as Hunk Garrett.
I guess if you want to count the April Fool's episode, Vegeta vs Mewtwo.
That's 5.
Yeah.
I'm going by what's counts on the Death Battle wiki. There's just like.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's been in 4 episodes.
Yeah, I love the line delivery that they had. Like Lanny's whole "Tell me, does a god such as yourself know fear?" That was really good.
What's wrong with that? So good.
My personal favorite is "I have evolved beyond gods."
Yeah, Dude,
that line was badass as well.
Like, I know Dragon Ball Bridge is always seen as, it's more jokey. The characters are more funnier than their their other counterparts, including Lanny's Vegeta. But I really felt like Lanny captured anime and original Vegeta really well, from voice to, how he acts in like a fight.
I will say, I will say I did bring it up and I did notice it. I really wish we would have gotten more interaction banter with Thor and Vegeta instead of Thor being the one bantering at the beginning and then Vegeta quoting most of his iconic lines. It really was something I missed, and I feel like if you put these two in a room together and they just had to talk or bounce off each other, there could be some good stuff there.
I don't see Thor and Vegeta being like bantering sort of thing. Like, when it comes to the whole dynamic with like Goku and Vegeta, Goku tries to be funny and friendly, but Vegeta just finds him obnoxious. I feel like that would just be the case with this guy, and I think that showed when Thor was teasing him with like the hammer thing, which I have to admit they made Thor funny in this episode. I never thought that was possible.
They also had him talk like he does in the comics.
Yeah, to be fair, like MCU Thor is very different from every other interpretation of Thor.
Yeah, which you can see that as a good or a bad thing depending on how you want it.
There's a couple things in the animation that were off-putting about it. Like, for example, when Thor throws hammer the first time and you just see it, Vegeta somehow has green hair. So
that's a reference.
A few comments on that.
That's a reference to Dragon Ball Super Broly when Vegeta first goes Super Saiyan. For a split moment, his hair turns green.
And also, apparently, after Thor throws his hammer on his sprite, you actually see Mjolnir still on his sprite.
I never noticed that.
I
have to admit, though,
these weren't people got from the sneak peek.
These weren't custom sprites. These were all from the internet or from the games and stuff like that. So what they managed to do...
Forces from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, what they managed to do with the sprites though was really good. Like, especially, I will admit, when he's lifting the axe for the first time, it definitely looks a bit janky, but I think they did well with the movement. And I even like this is something I once did for Crossover Clash when they added damage onto the sprite. I really loved that attention to detail on the final bit of that fight.
Oh yeah, it's funny because Zach, who was one of the animators on this, he added the damage to the sprite.
Zach's a trooper.
Luis actually, Luis did not work on this episode. It was Zach, Gus, and a new freelance animator they just hired. So they really all got to flex with this episode.
I feel like ever since Zach's returned to Death Battle, he's just killed it with all his episodes.
Oh man, you want to talk about killing it? That final blow was.
Can I just say, fuck, that death was brutal.
Oh, it was orgasmic to watch.
Somehow Zach, whenever he's handed a death, he always makes it his priority to be like, how can I make this brutal?
Oh, I know. And drawn shot as you just see the hammer right before it goes squish.
His eyes also just pop out. You see it enlarge and just pop. Okay, this might sound sadistic. I love head crushing deaths in any source of media because if you really want to kill your enemy or villain, go with a head crush. They're not getting up from that unless they're Deadpool.
Yes, agreed.
That's all the headache.
Most Dragon Ball characters have not really had a grisly death like that. Most of it's either just incineration. Yeah, Oh wait, no, actually no,
reverse
wait. Yeah,
Goku Black.
Goku Black.
yeah, good,
It's just
good
He
point.
still got thrown into the sun.
Okay, you know what I
He
mean?
was, yeah.
He still had his like the front of him torn apart after being run around the world.
But he was still alive because a neat little detail is when Saiyans are near death or they're at the brink of death, they revert back to their base form. So that means Black was still alive
Mate
when
brought that up
he
in
threw him into the sun.
yeah, May brought that up in the last episode. I didn't even consider that when the realization that he was still alive through all of that. Yeah, considering the fact he ran around the world essentially like 100 times, like yeah, that's that's grim. And honestly, Vegeta, his death was not any more pleasant. First off, he was getting his head crushed from the front, and then he had to feel the impact of something crushing his head between something metallic.
I would say it takes the brutality from Black versus Dawn a bit further because Black was just, dragged around the world, whereas Vegeta, he was put in a face hold and he couldn't escape. It was literally like a horror movie at that
No,
point. Where,
no. Goku Black definitely had the worst one. Like he had to witness his being like the only thing keeping himself alive destroyed, then grabbed to the point of not being able to escape, pinned to the ground, and slowly his face just gets graced around the world, and then thrown into the sun. Vegeta's death was like at least 3 seconds, so it was only like 3 seconds of pain.
Dude,
it's still the humiliation of it though is like Vegeta, one of the strongest in the Dragon Ball universe, and he's stuck in a face hold. He can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's not a warrior's death. That was not a warrior's death.
Actually,
Exactly.
I have a couple jokes to make about the death.
Oh no.
Oh, let's hear them.
Okay, so we've got a comic book character wearing a red cape that no-sells Super Saiyan's like most powerful blast, and then destroys their brain. Where have I seen that before?
Oh no. Do you know? I had to.
Also, we have yet another death where the combatant accidentally jinxes themselves. Because one of the first things that Vegeta said to Thor was, "Throw that hammer at me again."
Oh my god.
And he was gonna polish his gloves over his face. And what does Thor do? Polishes his hand on his face.
Oh my god, that is brilliant. Man,
It's at least 3 combatants out of the 4 episodes we have that jinx their own deaths.
man,
Yeah.
that is hilarious. It's also so messed up. I feel like at this point though, with Goku Black versus Reverse Flash and Vegeta versus Thor, I'm honestly leaning more and more to the fact Superman definitely defeats Goku.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I really don't see, even with Ultra Instinct Goku, which is a shame. I always like to I like both characters. I always like to imagine there's at least one way each combatant can defeat the other. Honestly, each time they show one comic book character who's honestly weaker than Superman defeating a really powerful Dragon Ball character, I'm just there like, ugh.
Okay, so...
oh wait, mate, do you want to bring up a funny hammer joke though? I'm sure you're wanting to talk about it.
Oh, that. Okay, so we didn't get Vegeta trying to lift Mjolnir, which is a bit of a shame, but we still got the proof that he's not worthy. Just him trying to block it and be like, oh shit!
Yeah, like that was funny.
Well,
I
make
love
feel any better. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say this is something I brought up in Zatanna vs Scarlet Witch. Yeah, the amount of detail they put into the expressions of the sprite, like you see Vegeta's confidence it's very brief. You see it quickly fade the moment the hammer pushes down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the amount of detail they're going into with their sprites is just phenomenal.
If it makes make feel any better, in the original boards that you can see right now, Thor does the hammer throw. Vegeta catches it, but he's trapped underwater with the hammer under his hand. So he's trying to lift the hammer to get it off of him, and that's when you see the whole river explosion thing that transitions into Ultra Ego.
Oh, okay.
I will say, honestly...
I just went at the hammer catch super slow-mo and just the look on Vegeta's face.
Yeah, do you see what I mean now?
Yeah, I've also just been rewatching the fight on loop as we've been talking.
It's a good fight.
Before we get into like why Bill disagrees with it, can we agree on one thing though? That Princess of Pride by Brandon and Jun Mitsuru is fantastic.
Oh fuck yeah!
It's so good.
I said it, and I'm not going back on my word. This is the best track of season 9.
Yeah.
I don't care what the other tracks do. This is staying at number 1 for me all season.
Yeah, I'm at least saying this is my favorite track so far.
You know what? I feel like this is a good contender for Wings of Iron, because for a while there wasn't a song that I could listen to like while I was on my way to work. This one I was jamming out to it after the death battle.
The lyric in the song, one of the lyrics that's my favorite in the song is "Vengeance and pride are my birthright." That sums up Vegeta and Thor perfectly.
That it does.
It is such a kick-ass song, honestly.
It is. If Death Battle could get a CD release of all the tracks, I would just buy it and just listen to them
Who
all.
listens to CDs anymore? They're the new Blockbuster.
I mean, I still got a CD. I still got an old CD player. It's Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
And saying that though, there is still a Blockbuster in America.
Yeah,
that is true. And CDs, believe it or not, even vinyl records have made a comeback. So people still do listen to physical music.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here all my life.
I've been here for years.
Is it? No, to be fair, it's been a while since I've listened to that song.
But yeah, that soundtrack was kick-ass. Now, I know we were saying earlier that Bill, you disagree with the outcome a bit.
Okay, yeah, I should probably be clear about this. I'm not angry with the fact that aside the fact I'm going to have to do something at the end of this discussion in this video. Viewers are going to enjoy that. However, okay, here's the thing though. I'm not one of those people who, Dragon Ball Multiversal, no series can defeat them. Shut the fuck up, mate. Dragon Ball aren't invincible, man. There's parody characters that can defeat Dragon Ball. Popeye could level all of Dragon Ball, alright?
Yeah,
with just one can of spinach.
Maybe without spinach.
Most definitely.
I was talking about this. Someone in Duo server has actually pulled up screenshots of comments from the video.
Do you know, actually, while you mention that, let me actually get to these screenshots, because I want to actually kind of debunk them, which is going to be weird, because you're conflicting me, comments. I want to defend Vegeta, but you just say such stupidity.
I mean, I'm looking at a few from in Duo server that a guy's been posting. Like,
also
he
just
screenshots.
While this is happening, I'm going at the death at super slow-mo because I think I noticed a detail. I want to make sure I'm right about it.
I don't know, do you want to talk about it while I get these comments up? Because I do want to kind of debunk a lot of these. I found it.
Man, going through that super slow-mo, jeez.
Not that just as brutal, right?
Yeah, well, slightly more so.
I have a screenshot right here that we can start with, Phil, if you want. Unless you have one.
Oh!
Really?
Okay, do you want... Yeah. Okay, I found the comments.
Oh, God!
Mate, do you want to say your thing before I debunk these comments and then get into defending Vegeta? This is going to be weird for me.
So... There's like a split moment with like the sprite after Vegeta's head comes off. You can see like the top of his spine.
Sick. Fatality.
Jesus.
Where?
Sub-Zero would be proud.
I told you, Zack spares no expense with the brutality.
I would just love to see, you know that meme with the boy who's on the PC who gives a thumbs up and nods? I want to see like a Sub-Zero version of that when he reacts to the death. I accept this.
That was cool.
Alright then, shall I look at these comments and debunk them while also trying to defend Vegeta? It's going to be weird.
Yes.
Alright, so first off, I'm not going to say the name of these guys. I don't want to, get their channels attacked. Death Battle...
I can always make up names, to be honest.
Okay, Sean, what's your name for this guy that I'm about to read?
Potato Peeler 64.
Potato Peeler 64, alright. Death Battle's always been biased against Dragon Ball, it's no surprise. Yeah, do you remember when Hulk defeated Broly? Jiraiya defeated
Galaxia
Roshi.
beat Beerus.
Yeah, who else? Dan Hibiki defeated Hercule Satan. Yeah,
Captain Marvel beat
Captain
18.
Marvel beat 18. Yep.
That mate beat you to it.
Shadow beating Vegeta.
Yeah, Dragon Ball's never had a win. It's so sad. But okay, people. I want to try and defend these comments and say they're probably just really mad and they didn't think to look at the announcers and they just wanted a rage comment. Look at it. Your comments get destroyed the moment you look at a previous death battle. I mean, yeah, Goku Black, Vegeta, Goku have lost their death battles. It sucks. We all know it. But don't say that they're always biased against death battle when Dragon Ball have had more wins than losses. Even if you count the DBX.
Also, on the commentary, I think they even said they went into this wanting.
Oh, you cut out.
He said that in the commentary, the crew actually were hoping and wanting Vegeta to win.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah.
they're lying. I remember seeing years ago, this guy who was pretty infamous in the death battle community. I can't remember word for word he said. Oh, yeah, apparently they lie about Dragon Ball characters winning. It's like, mate, they've had Dragon Ball characters. One of the first Dragon Ball episodes, they won.
I mean, the first.
Yeah. It's just so... It's so petty. That's what... Do you know what? I'm saving these images for the episode. That's what I'm calling them. Petty comments. Petty comment number 1, just read. Alright, last comment, then I'm going to try and, say my piece.
Make
Okay.
your case.
Alright, Sean, what's the name of this comment I'm about to read?
Their name is going to be FoxFan24.
FoxFan24? What the fuck? Okay, FoxFan24. Death Battle. Stop making fakes. You obviously don't know how anything would work. You're using Marvel Thor, which isn't even the strongest that Thor could be. Oh my god, just from that statement alone.
That hurts my brain.
Mate, even though Norse mythology Thor, hammer doesn't require to be worthy and it is really heavy, Marvel's Thor's hammer's way more impressive. I feel like Marvel's Thor is the most...
Margin.
I feel like Marvel's Thor is the most OP Thor out there. Like,
Kinda is.
alright, well, okay, dumb comment number 1 there. But, it gets better! Vegeta was
No.
Oh, God. Vegeta was busting planets as a base form being for years before he even achieved Super Saiyan 1. Guess what? Thor's hammer could annihilate the entire solar system! Without Odin Force!
Yeah, that's the main thing we didn't even get into. Thor didn't even need Odin Force to beat him.
They did confirm, there was a confirmation that the Thor in the animation they're using, it's base Thor.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
It gets worse.
hold on, let me just finish the rest of this comment. This fight is pure bias. You suggest SSG SS evolved and GOD Vegeta. No maths is needed when you factor in the fact Vegeta is a literal god of destruction. Since when? When has Vegeta been a god of
The best he's at is a god of destruction in training, but even then he's not even being trained to replace Beerus. Beerus is just like, I want to train you to be better, and
Even
that's what he does.
Even then, Thor is literally the god of thunder, and
He's
stated
god
by
of
Death Battle
strength.
Exactly,
Right,
stated by Death Battle as well.
Does this prove that I'm not a biased Dragon Ball fan? That the fact this comment is hurting my brain?
Yes.
Like, people, I'm not being completely biased against Dragon Ball. This comment's hurt me. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to call this guy out, because you know what? He has an NFT profile picture.
He deserves to be called out then.
Son D. Yonko, you're a fucking idiot. Alright.
Damn, Billy.
Go, yeah. You want an NFT? Go buy your stupid, non-existent Dragon Ball NFTs, you fucking loser.
Anyway, him using Big Bang Attack and SSG SS evolved. Nay, Super Saiyan would literally disintegrate any shot of Thor winning. His Super Saiyan forms are powerful, but Thor has shown he can resist a lot of energy. In the episode, they literally show he can absorb energy.
And y'all remember Mephisto? Like the same guy who is on par with Ghost Rider's demon?
Yeah.
Zarathos.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh my god! I already know what I'm naming this episode. Bill gets mad at fanboys.
He says as his thumbnail is him wearing a Dragon Ball shirt.
Like I've been angry with video games. I got angry with Dino Crisis. I got angry at Among Us. This comment right now is maybe the angriest.
Dude, you got angry at Resident Evil 5.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And Resident Evil 6.
Oh my goodness, yes. But this comment here has broke me more than those games have. Oh.
Okay.
I don't.
Alright, you know,
think
I'm not
should
even going to
honest.
continue read. I'm not even going to continue reading this comment. Just
So, I'm just going to bring up something that makes 4 being more powerful a little worse.
yeah. All right, then go ahead. Then we're going to wrap this up with
Could
me
it get
giving
worse?
my.
No, these calculations where they brought up, oh yeah, 4 came out over 10 times stronger. That's not even counting Warrior's Madness.
Duh.
All right.
Yeah, they were just using base Thor.
All right, but
Yeah.
All right. So why do I disagree with this episode? Okay, first of all, I'm not completely idiotic. Thor can defeat Vegeta. I just think Vegeta has more ways of beating Thor. I feel like with Haki, I didn't even know he had that. He could definitely. And here's the thing as well that I think people get. People try and defend that. Oh well, we see in this one comic panel when Thor, resisted being erased. It's like, but how is it he wasn't able to resist that from any other sort of power? Why specifically this one instance he was able to resist being erased from existence?
If I had the answer to that question, I'd tell you.
Yeah, like
Yeah, well,
I feel
so-
like this is just one of those. Sorry, mate. I'll just briefly to word. I feel like this is one of those instances when the writers just want to have this one instance where Thor can resist this. Because here's the thing. After that, Thor has been erased from existence before by Scarlet Witch, by the Infinity Gauntlets. So
Well,
there's a
I think
contradiction
the big
there.
difference is that's mostly magic. Especially in Scarlet Witch's case, it's magic.
Well,
This
What
is
Vegeta
true.
has is not magic.
okay, but the Infinity
Yes.
Gauntlet's not magic either. It is like the universe, the matter of the universe.
Well, is it like a physical energy that it does? Is the question. I think that will answer like that argument you have.
As far as I'm aware, they're not physical energies. They pretty much are just their own thing, but
Yeah.
they are not magic.
Yeah, and also I do think Vegeta is definitely the more faster combatant. Obviously, I'm not counting instant transmission because we've already spoke that Vegeta wouldn't really use it in a fight because he's a warrior. He doesn't want to go around teleporting everywhere like he's a Kuma. He
Well,
wants
that
it
and,
on
he
the
has-
fight.
that and he's made it clear he does not, under any circumstances, want to use Goku's moves.
Oh yeah. Like honestly, I feel like
Also-
Vegeta would have the most powerful Kamehameha if he chose to use it.
Speaking of Akuma, that was actually the name of Thor's researcher, oddly enough, Bill.
Really?
Yeah, Akuma,
Yes.
the same guy who did Akuma did Thor.
Oh wow. After his
And here's
defeat
the-
against Shao Kahn, he decided to become a
Here's the-
researcher.
Here's the funny
you-
part too. His full username has a TH after his word Akuma, so
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Anyway,
I
I
believe
can
it
see
stands
where
for
Bill-
the hedgehog.
yeah.
I
Alright.
can see. Sorry, go. We're all talking.
I know, sorry. Okay, since we're nearly at the hour mark, to be fair though, 20 minutes of that is from everything else before this recording. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I also have something about Hawkeye I want to bring up.
okay. Now I also feel like if they did go with Odin Force 4, which I don't think is really fair, because isn't that an energy source he needs outside help for?
I think they
I
addressed this in the
cannot answer
commentary.
that.
Not
Okay.
Odin Force 4, Rune King 4, yes.
I could be wrong about that. I'll put it on screen if I can find more info about it. But I do feel like, Alter Ego Vegeta could match and even surpass, Crazed 4. And obviously, I think Vegeta's a much better fire in hand-to-hand combat, whereas 4's about, delivering strong blows.
I mean, they did bring that up that potentially thanks to Ultra Ego he could theoretically be stronger than Thor that way.
But then there comes a downfall to that. Ultra Ego will make Vegeta stronger the more and more he gets hit, but it'll also decrease him because all it's just a temporary sponge that he can use to soak up damage and deal it back.
Yeah, I also think that energy absorption thing, I feel like that's just one of those things where it would just be a stalemate between the two.
Spirit vision, yeah, I can see it.
I feel like that would then have to rely on them delivering the stronger force, which I can buy. Thor could definitely land a killing blow on Vegeta. I just feel like Vegeta has way more opportunities to do that to Thor. In saying that though, I loved this episode. It was fantastic. The soundtrack was great. The comedy was great, except for that random dummy things they want to remind you that he exists for some reason.
Plush when.
Thank you.
Also,
Never. Please do not make a plush of this.
Oh,
stupid
finally,
robot.
someone else who doesn't like dummy. Oh, it's refreshing.
I've never liked Dummy.
Sorry,
And this is where we all kick Richard off the podcast. Thank you, Richard, for coming. We appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, try doing that.
Okay then. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, dude, that'd be funny if you could do that.
I mean, I could do that, but I was thinking, nah, I don't want to do that. I feel bad.
Oh well.
Alright,
Anyway.
but yeah, mate, you wanted to bring up Haki before we moved on to the
Hakai.
Hakai? Yeah, sorry, accents.
Yeah.
Bill, your pronunciation of that word is kinda terrible.
Well, I'm sorry for being a British.
I'm British and I can say it right.
No, you're saying it how other countries would say it. I'm saying it how a British man would say it.
It's literally in the English translations. It's been said, man.
Do not judge my Cockney accent, you little cat.
No! Bill, go on before... Bill, relax. Mate, go on before this drags
Sorry,
on.
I wasn't getting angry. I just thought, like, I'll go all Cockney for a moment.
Anyway, when they were talking about Beerus and Beerus versus Galaxia, and they brought up Hakai, they say the only way to resist it is to match Beerus in power. So basically, if Thor is more powerful, which they believe he is, then he should be able to resist it.
Okay, do you
Just
know
going by Dragon Ball logic.
Okay, do you know
Well,
what?
I mean-
That is actually a fair argument. See, people, I can admit, okay, fair enough. So he couldn't be erased. Fair enough.
If he could resist being erased by Vegeta's Hakai, then yeah, Beerus is probably also more than likely.
Yeah, so do you know what? Okay, hold up my hand. Fair enough. So Hakai can't, most likely can't erase Thor. Okay, fair enough.
There is something else I want to comment on.
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't we move on real?
Alright, we'll
No, I
let this
just wanna
last bit be
address-
said, and then we'll move on to the next time. So I'm excited about
I
it.
just want to address, no, I don't believe this episode debunks Hulk versus Broly.
Right.
Who said it did?
A lot of
In
people,
one of the
actually.
black boxes.
Yeah, a lot of people believe that for some reason, and to which I say, oh yeah, someone more powerful than Hulk beating someone far, far weaker than Broly totally proves that.
For
In
now.
one of the
Nice.
black boxes, it did say that one of the creators said that Vegeta is technically weaker than Broly.
I mean, technically, but you know,
This
let me
is
get my
Dragon
scepter
Ball.
and smash. Yes.
This is Dragon Ball. They're gonna surpass Broly.
Yeah, but he doesn't right now.
I know, that's what's going to be awkward though. However, this could also just be tying into why I think Vegeta would ultimately win in a death battle. But of course, you know, people, you're free to disagree with me. I'm willing to be wrong. I mean, I was wrong about previous episodes and I held up my hand to it. Except for Batman vs. Iron Man, I still say Hellbat should have beaten him.
Just
I
The
mean,
difference
you and Yang say
between-
that.
the difference between you, Bill, and every other Dragon Ball fan is that you're willing to eat the humble pie. They just push it away in disgust.
And a piece of paper.
Yes. What happened was, on the previous last discussed death battle discussion, me and Bill made a bet about Thor versus Vegeta. If Vegeta won, I would have to eat Death Nut, which is a Carolina Reaper infused peanut. And if Bill lost, he would have to eat a piece of paper that says the word Vegeta on it.
Can you guys
Like
see it?
that, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got
I
the
see it.
spiky hair. Nice.
Yeah, look guys, I'm eating it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god. You guys ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
Alright then.
I'm gonna use this for my intro for Robustcast. Like, just, I saw Sean eat a piece of paper. I'm sorry, I saw Bill eat a piece
Oh
of
my
paper.
god, get the names right!
Never.
This is making it harder for Bill to eat a piece of paper. At least you got a drink, buddy.
I should have eaten it one piece at a time. So I think it's stuck in my mouth. It's stuck.
Do you have a fax machine in your stomach by any chance? I need to fax that paper.
I have a shredder. It's made of acid.
Bruh.
Oh god. As long as you're okay, right, Bill?
It's getting smaller.
It's a piece of paper.
Getting smaller.
Oh, it'll get smaller, all right.
I mean, to be fair, like I didn't think it'd be that big of a piece.
All right.
By the way, Bill,
this will
you
be
joked
easier.
about getting a paper cut in your throat. It'd be even worse coming out.
Oh god. Thank goodness I drank some Diet Coke. Look, did you guys see that? I had to spit it out just to break off piece by piece.
Hey.
Your bum's gonna be shredding, all right.
I'm fine.
20 minutes later on the toilet.
Look, this was worth making that bet, even though I got so nervous about it.
Damn it, you're not suffering here. In fact, this was my shopping list. At the back of it, I had my shopping list. Now I can't remember what I'm buying tomorrow.
Then you should have wrote it on your phone. Who writes things on a piece of paper?
Oh, it's getting worse when you eat it the second time.
See, well, here's what's funny. Like, when we made this better original bill, I was like, yeah, okay, I don't mind that. I ate paper as a kid.
I've never eaten a full piece of paper, though. I've chewed it off piece by piece, but I decided to try and go...
I guess that paper is as big as Vegeta's ego.
Are you okay, though?
I did it! What do I win?
Piece of paper. I used to eat pieces of paper when I was a kid. You're fine.
Screw you.